Hello and welcome to the DAFDI'S podcast. I'm your host, Baby D, and joined today is...
Dav.
Just Dav. Not co-host Dav. Dav.
Dav.
Okay, what a fucking excellent intro. I did not expect it to go this way. Welcome to the first official episode, not the taste tester.
What's the name of the episode this week, Baby D?
From a monastery to a strip club, and every disco I've been searching for love, pumping for love. Right. So, how's your week been, Dav? It's been a fucking exciting one, hasn't it?
You could use that to explain my week.
Oh yes. Yeah. So we're currently in the introduction section, right? Which today in this episode we'll be calling the prawn cracker.
Ooh,
so just
cheeky
before,
prawn.
just before the starter, you gotta treat yourself to a little prawn cracker. You know what I'm saying? And
I love a good prawn cracker.
Dad, if you don't mind, I'd like to read you a poem before we move into the starter. If you don't mind.
Oh, yes, please. I'm excited. Come on, a poem.
'Cause I'm all yond thee wanteth, knave. All yond thee can hast, knave. Did get me, did spread like if a buffet. Bon appetit, baby. Appetite for seduction, green out the oven, melteth in thy that from which we speak, kind of lovin'. Bon appetit, baby. And that poem was by Catherine Elizabeth Perry.
That's amazing. I love it.
Thank you.
That's a class poem. I love it. I want to remember that.
Good. So yeah. You like that, didn't you?
Baby.
So every time I'll be introducing the show, I'll bring out a new poem.
I'd love to hear more poems from Baby D.
Good. Welcome to the starter, Leek Soup.
A lovely starter.
Dav, what a week we've had, innit? What a week we've had. First episode's been, the taste tester has been released, and the support, the feedback has been fucking amazing. Like, honestly, I still haven't slept because it's been too much.
I've been so overwhelmed by the amount of people respond. I didn't think there'd be this many people wanting to tune in and listen to you and me dribble and shoot the shit.
I know, bro. It's been fucking.
But I'm like, the numbers keep on growing, and we like numbers, baby.
All about the number. No, I'm joking.
No,
all about the love.
It's the
and
people.
Feedback and
Yes,
support.
the people.
Yes. Yeah, genuine. It's been emotional, really. Like all our hard work has paid off. Everybody, seems to have enjoyed the first episode.
I'd say so.
And we're forever grateful.
Yeah. So, I mean, I want to say thank you as well to the audience. Like, thank you for listening. I genuinely didn't think that within a week we'd be hitting those sort of numbers, but genuinely, I'm proud of what me and Baby D have done here, and I'm happy to have the audience listening in.
Hell yeah! Just quickly before we kiss the audience ass, I want to thank Big Andy for the amazing cutaways. I don't know if you've noticed them, but they're fucking funny.
Sir Andrew.
Yes, Big Andy. Big love.
Thank you very much, Big Andy.
Back to
nice day
kissing
for it.
the people's asses. Genuinely, like, your support, the way you've liked our Facebook pages, followed our Twitter, followed our Instagram, subscribed to our YouTube channel, which we've uploaded 2 clips onto, and they're doing fucking amazingly.
Yeah, the clips are doing really well.
Very happy with that. So please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yes.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, like us on Facebook. Obviously, the podcast feed's live on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, RSS, Good Pods, and Overcast. We will be coming onto Google Podcasts for some reason. We've got a glitch at the moment, which is a fucking nuisance, but it will be on its way.
We'll sort that out. Yeah, we'll clean it.
But yeah, genuinely, I can't thank you all enough. It's been amazing.
Yes, thank you.
You made my week. You made my fucking whole year. 2021 has been shit, and you've all made it great.
Definitely.
So to recap last week's topics, I shared my my robbery. Someone stole my kebab. I'm never going to forget, so you guys can never forget it. Talk about ghost stories that I had, ghost experiences even.
Yep.
Dav fears of roller coasters and how he nearly broke my arm.
Yeah.
And we ranked our top 5 TV shows. Sorry for interrupting you, Dav.
That's fine. I've been having a lot of people coming in and telling me about how they disapprove of my hatred towards Harry Trotter.
Oh my fucking god, that's actually one of my notes here. One of the biggest fucking complaints we've had is, why is this kid hating Harry Potter? I don't fucking know, bro.
Guys, please, just let it die, because the franchises as well.
No, do not let him fucking get away with it.
Honestly,
he will not.
Come on. I like a good bit of science fiction in my life, but Harry Trotter can trot away.
Well, he's wrong, and just wait and see, innit, lads?
Wait and see. What are we waiting for?
I don't know.
But you won't change my. You won't. No, none of the audiences or you will change my mind about Harry Trotter.
Right. Okay. Wink, wink. Seeing I can't wink, I've got to say it.
Wink, wink, yes.
We'll be reading your reviews and your questions in the dessert section. But before that, do you have anything else to say in the starter, or should we move to the main course?
No, I think we're good.
It's time for the main course. Yum, 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 yum.
Right, okay, so the main course today is a rump steak. How do you like yours, Dav?
Medium rare.
Really? Very nice. I like mine just cooked.
No,
don't like it raw.
I just like mine cooked.
You did expect that, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Right, so seeing that you made me start the main course section last week, you're starting this week, lad.
Am I? Okay.
Yes, you are. Surprise me, bitch.
Surprise you, bitch. Okay. Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
This is... it's from a fan, but I'm going to take
I thought
it...
we were doing fan questions yet.
Yes, I know, but I'm just going to take one of them.
Okay.
And make it my own.
Oh, thievery. Just like the kebab shop.
Yeah.
Cunt.
Yeah, exactly. So, my question is, if you had only one day to live, what would you do with that day?
I'd probably gather all my friends and me Doug, and we go for a big fat Jade village. And then we'd go to my nan's house and we'd play GM mode one last time.
Oh, baby.
With a few beers. That's how I do it. GM mode is General Manager mode for SmackDown vs. Raw 2007.
Yes.
Well, the one I prefer anyway. I know it's on 06 and 08, but shut up.
The best is 07, yes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I mean, there is no other, there is no... I mean, the others are alright, but, like, 07's, like, godly.
True. But that's how I'd like to spend my last day.
Okay.
Jade Village, SVR.
Sorry. Jade Village and SVR.
Yes. And the Foster's, what's it called?
Radlers.
Foster's Radlers, lads. Oof. Sorry, Dave, for interrupting you again.
It's alright, don't worry about it. Just don't do it again.
Fuck off.
I would have all... it's pretty similar to yours, but I'd have all my family and friends together, and I would get really drunk.
Wise choice. Seeing that you're dying tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd get the fattest Chinese going.
Right.
Because...
Phoenix?
Oh. Is there any other place in the world that there's a nicer Chinese?
Well, sit down, Jade, but take away Phoenix. Phoenix for life.
Is the Pope Catholic?
I've never heard of him. I'm joking.
Exactly. Phoenix is the only Chinese for me.
Oh, yes.
Salt and pepper, everything.
Oh. Man, after... I would say my own heart, but he's after my wallet. It's buying Chinese.
Yeah,
on the last day of the month.
Cheap to the last second.
Motherfucking cheating piece of shit.
What else would I do? I think I'd like to hand select a couple of films that I really enjoy, and just watch them all day with my friends and family.
We are not watching the X-Men films. Fuck off.
X-Men is not my favourite films.
Good, it shouldn't be.
That's how it's been my last day.
So I've got a big question for you, and surprisingly, it is actually a big one as well.
Oh.
So please explain to me the fascination with Lady Dimitrescu of the Resident Evil 8 Village game.
Right. You've started something here.
Well, I don't get it, okay? And I'll explain why, but you obviously give a little explanation first, and I'll tell you why. I don't get it.
Why it's... Hang on. Do you mean why I like it? Or do you mean how I think why other people like it?
I'd like to hear both sides, please, if you don't mind.
So personally, it's because we have never seen a villain quite like this lady.
Big-breasted, you mean?
Well, there is that aspect, yes. But the biggest thing is that she's taller than most of the villains in the video game.
Okay, yeah.
And she's a vampire. She's not a zombie. So what's going on there? And apparently, rumor has it that she is like the original nemesis. Like the strain comes from her.
Right. Okay.
From the other people out there, I think the reason is because they're all simps and
they're all horny.
Yeah, they're all like big-titted ladies who are about 9'6" with size 17 shoes. I think that's the reason why every one of the Resident Evil fans are interested in the Lady Dimitrescu.
Well, not everyone, because my way is my way. My way or the highway. I don't get the fascination because every woman is taller than me, so this is nothing new. So I don't get it. Like,
bro, she's like 9 foot. She's like 9'6". What are you on about?
Yeah, but every girl's 9'6" for me. Okay.
Yeah, but if you put her next to you, you'd probably need sunglasses.
I don't get it. I don't get the fascination. And for once, I'm not simping.
No, come on. I think you do know.
No. What do you mean by that?
No. Don't say this on me. You know what the fascination is because you've just explained it in the first place.
Yeah, but like, I'm not. For once, I'm not fascinated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I find that interesting.
Are you going to buy this game?
Oh yeah, it's coming out next week. I'm very excited for it, but
exactly.
I'm getting it because Resident Evil 2 was the remake was good. Resident Evil 3 remake was decent. Resident Evil 7 was dog shit, but I still want to play the game.
Whoa. What are you shit on Resident Evil 7 for?
It was fucking dog shit, bro. You told me it was one of the scariest games you ever played, and it was fucking dog, bro. It was not scary whatsoever.
I'm not having that.
Oh,
sorry.
You're having it. Take it.
Well, I don't want it,
bro.
so take it back.
Dog. No.
I'm not having it.
Take it.
You take it? I'm not having it.
Except the fact that it was a shit fucking game.
Nope.
Played it 3 times, bro, and it's fucking not scary whatsoever.
Oh, you still played it 3 times. Must mean something.
The only creepy thing about it, to get achievements, is that when that woman turns into a fucking spider, then that was fucking creepy, but that's it.
Right. But also, did you know that in the new Resi, the Lady Dimitrescu, or however you say her name?
Dimitrescu.
Apparently, the E is silent first of all, so it's Lady Dimitrescu or something like that.
Dimitrescu.
So she follows you around like Mr. X, apparently. From like.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
reasons for the game
And-
over screen, I guess, lads. Wink.
And she goes into the safe rooms as well, so it's more dangerous.
Oh no, Lady Dimitrescu, don't follow me into my bedroom. Simps.
For once, I'm not a simp.
I'm no simp.
Baby Dean,
I
2 minutes
promise.
later, I'm not going to take me to the bedroom, lady.
Take me to the bedroom, Lady Dimitrescu. So we'll have a follow-up on this topic once I actually play the game next week.
Yeah, I'm playing next week as well, so
I'm actually excited for the game itself.
yeah,
but-
I think it's got. Have you played the demos?
No, I refuse to play the demos after that visual one.
I've played the demo and it's really good. Yeah, I think
wanna
I
go
think
into
you're
it
gonna
blind.
hate the thing where it's got the haptic feedback, so you're gonna have to be careful with that.
Haptic feet? Nah, fuck that, mate. No,
Yeah,
I'm getting it on PC anyway, bro.
Okay, well, you're fine then, aren't you?
So, on last week's episode, I think everyone that listened to it recalls that we told each other to watch a film of our choice. So, David chose a film for me to watch, and I chose a film for David to watch.
Now, I picked The Nun for Dion as a film because I know Dion hates horror films.
Yep.
So I thought this is a fantastic opportunity because he can't say no to me. So that's the
Come
reasoning
up
behind that.
soon,
That's the
road.
reasoning behind that.
And I picked Magic Mike for Dav to watch, Alone in the Dark. To his.
Yep.
Was it displeasure?
Just this may even.
Yeah. You was not a happy fucking bunny.
Okay, no.
So, Dav, I've got
No.
the questions lined up for you here, mate.
No, I want you to go first, please. What's the plot of the film?
So, this film is based in the Conjuring universe. This is a side story from the second one, I believe. I didn't do that much research, I'm afraid.
I've never seen The Conjuring either, so you're gonna have to explain what that storyline is about as well.
Well, I have no fucking idea, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
It's just like horror fucking films
Mhm.
about supernatural stuff, ghosts. I'm not too sure, demons.
Mhm.
I'm so sorry for any Conjuring fans. Don't worry, I will avenge you. The film's about a young nun, or novitate, as I've written down here, who hasn't finished saying her final vows to God, and a priest who's haunted by his past go into a abbey in Romania to investigate why a young nun took her life.
Okay.
Only to find out that there's a fucking demon about. I'm not giving this film any justice saying this plot. I'm so sorry.
No, go on. Carry on. So they're in.
A monastery. So
A
they go
monastery,
into
okay.
into the monastery, and shit goes down. Okay.
Okay.
And the central piece of the plot is she hasn't said her final vows yet. She hasn't fully devoted herself to God, I believe.
Okay.
And the nun is coming after her. And the nun's a demon called Valak.
Okay. And is there a reason why she's villainous, the nun?
She is the main villain in The Conjuring 2. That's all I know.
Ah, okay.
Right, okay. So, as David says, I do not like horror films. I'm too much of a pussy. I was watching this film with my eyes a bit closed throughout all of it. But okay, Dav, do you have any questions before I say this part?
No. Go for it.
Okay,
Just tell me.
I hate horror films. Or so I thought. I fucking love this film.
I'm not having this.
I fucking love this film. Cheap jump scares all around. Yeah, I get it. As a non-horror fan going into this film, being, on the edge of my seat, oh fuck, I'm gonna jump in a minute. I did jump. I jumped a lot. The tone, the atmosphere, the score. Oh my god. It was fucking incredible. It was such a fucking ride. I was so entranced by the lore, who this demon was. I loved it.
I
And
suppose.
I know Dab hates this, but I fucking love this film. I can't wait to watch the rest of The Conjuring now, especially the second one, because it's based from the Enfield Haunting, and I'm so excited to go visit those films. I've become a horror fan.
You have no idea how disappointing this is for me to hear.
Well, I still jumped and I screamed.
I'd have to be there to see you react, because I can only imagine you at a point going,
Yeah, I definitely did. We went to watch It Chapter 2 together, and you remember how I was watching that, just like covering my eyes a bit, looking away. Like, I was like that at certain points, but like you kind of felt like when the jump scares were coming, but at the same time you still like fucking jump, you know what I mean?
just like It then.
Yeah. There was one part in the beginning where this nun gets dragged into the darkness.
Yeah.
And I actually fucking laughed out loud because it was so bad.
Oh, gosh, okay.
So I was like, oh, is this like setting the tone? But actually, I like the scares. I like the creeping feel of, oh, she's coming. She's coming. I like the cast, really. I really like the cast. Do you know the daughter in Murder House, American Horror Story Season 1?
Yeah.
She's the novitating.
All right, okay.
So it was very good. I'm very much looking forward to watching the Conjuring films now. They've made me a fan. Like, I'm slowly getting into horror films. So if you have any films that have same kind of lore, story, background stuff, might be interested, please let me know on our social media, on comments or reviews.
Yeah.
I'll be willing to give them a watch. So Michael Smiley is an Irish actor. He's been in a lot of things, actually. He's been in Luther, Free Fire, and most importantly, in my opinion, he's in Spaced. So he only has a short bit in the beginning where he's playing a reverend, and it's so weird seeing him play a reverend, a holy man, whilst in Space he's just a massive fucking raver. It was fucking weird.
So the next question I've got for you is there any part of the film that sticks out for you?
Yes, actually there is. There's a scene where the priest is getting attacked by Valakat as a demon form of a child, and Novitate, she's praying, and there's all these other nuns around her, circling around her, right? And you know that the nun is coming. She's coming towards them. And they're praying fucking so quickly, like, oh, please fuck, oh no, don't kill us, and shit like that. And the camera, like, looks down, and you see the formation of the circle, and next thing you know, boom! All the nuns around her get fucking thrown, and, like, all the back sprays and shit like that. Oh, fuck. That part was fucking awesome. And I'll be honest with you,
yeah?
The last 20 to 30 minutes of that film was fucking incredible.
Alright, okay.
Genuine.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question, and the last question, I suppose, I've got for you is... Now we're rating our films out of hygiene level to keep it in theme and line with our whole 50s diner thing.
Yes, sir.
So, what hygiene level would you rate it out of 5?
The Nun gets the official DAFDI'S podcast hygiene level of 4.
That's really high, okay.
It's only high because I really enjoyed it. I was invested in the story, and I had a good scare, and I came out of it a horror fan and a new Conjuring fan. So that's why I'm giving it 4. You might not agree with me. That's completely fine. I heard it was panned by critics. But, you know, I'm not a fucking critic. I'm Baby D.
You're Baby D.
Exactly. So, David, how was Magic Mike?
Magic Mike was actually pretty decent. You would be very surprised with my answer.
I'm not surprised whatsoever.
I just didn't think I would enjoy it. And trust me, there were a lot of parts in that film where I wasn't impressed.
What do you mean by not
now,
impressed?
as a film student, I have to analyse every little nook and cranny within a film.
Oh, I bet you analysed every fucking nook and cranny if you catch my drift.
No, I did not nook and cranny. Okay? Let's not make a joke of this. Alright? You cunt.
Yes.
What? So, the story of Magic Mike is we've got Mike, who is played by Channing Tatum.
Yes, Mr. Gambit.
He is a entrepreneur, shall we say.
Ooh.
He's got like different businesses going for him. And
OnlyFans?
no, not OnlyFans.
Oh. Disappointing.
And he's trying to make his own business. He's got this thing where he wants to make architecture pieces out of like, well, for example, in the film it shows like he's used like an old plane engine to make a coffee table, and basically he wants to do stuff like that, bespoke or weird designs, and sell them and make money. But in order to do that and start his own company, he needs money and down payment. And he works as a brickie.
A brickie.
Or a roof layer, I'm not sure which one. But anyway, he like works in construction.
Yeah.
And then secondly, he works in a strip club. Okay? The first 5 seconds summed up the whole film for me.
Why?
We see Matthew McConaughey saying his typical, all right.
Good.
Then he rips his pants right off, clean off, and he's got a dental floss or a thong on him. And you just see his ass cheeks. And good lord, I thought, this is it, isn't it? This is the whole film. This is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm destined to be watching for that entire thing.
I like those this little slap there, like he's slapping his ass or something.
I want no, fuck off. Stop making this fucking weird, you fucking gimp. Now, I saw too much ass in that film.
Big question. Well, was Big Sexy's ass in it?
I'm trying to think now. Yes.
Oh yeah, I might watch it then.
But he's like
Big Daddy Diesel.
But the thing is, yeah, I got too invested in this fucking film.
Did he pop a quad?
All of them were fucking great at dancing, right? Like that's what they got to do. They got to fucking sell, right? They got to sell to make cash. But you got Kevin Nash there, who's fucking stiff, and he stands out from the rest because he can't dance.
Man, pop a quad was full move, bro.
And it was doing my head in, actually. I was like, look, if you're going to be a stripper, you should be able to dance.
Fucking easy for you to say, bro.
But listen, okay. But the biggest takeaway from this film is the fact that there's actually a really sad thing about stripping. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is what some people's living is to strip in real life.
Yeah.
And fair play to them. I like, they got fucking confidence on them, and they can dance.
More confidence than me in everything.
But it's really, this film actually depicts like how difficult it is to be a stripper, and also like how sad of a life, because not for like strippers in general, but like a lot of it like leads to like a lot of them taking drugs, getting into fights all the time.
So this is very much like the wrestler film, where it's not like...
Yeah, it's so bizarre. Like, it's not, you got the full performance thing, but like the sad reality of it all is that this is what he has to do. And he's been promised so many things, but he doesn't get anything he wants. But the whole kind of the film is that he's picked up this guy that he met in the construction site job. That kid then meets him in a nightclub place, and then he's like, "Oh, can I come in and join you?" And he was like, "Oh, fuck yeah, let's go." But you owe me big time, which obviously that means that this new entrepreneur of a kid is joining the whole stripper community. And they're like really surprised by how well he can dance, and he's good at stripping. And also, Mike himself falls in love with this kid's sister.
I was going to say with this kid, that's like fucking hell.
No, with this kid's
what
sister.
What did I make you watch, bro?
And that's really sad as well, because like I think a lot of us have the same kind of point of view as the sister has in the whole thing. Where it's just like, oh, you just strip for a living, like it means nothing, but still, it's a living, isn't it?
Yes.
But the worst thing is that for me, I like cliffhanger endings.
But not
I'm a big fan of them, and I implore film directors to use them. But with this one, it gave me no sense. Like, it had no sense of direction where it was going, and hence why there's a Magic Mike XXL, which I probably will watch at some point, but not in the near future. And I'll only be watching it, obviously, for the story, not for the erotic dancing that many people would be joining in to watch.
Right.
Yeah.
So, single mums in their 40s go into this film expecting fucking sweaty abs, sexy dancing, and man thongs. But actually go into it coming out a little bit depressed, pretty much.
Sort of, yeah, but there is plenty of sweaty abs and ass in the face dancing kind of thing. There's loads
in the face. What, Rikishi? Oh, please tell me Rikishi's in the second one, bro. Fucking stink face.
No, but there is plenty of that kind of thing going on. That but I left kind of depressed because of this whole storyline where it's like, fuck, like that's what real life could be for some people.
Fair enough. So was Kevin Nash's stiffness, wink wink, the part that stick out to you with it? Or was there a lot of things that was sticking out? I'm just going to make these constant jokes, I don't care. I'm having fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad one of us is. What parts stuck out for me? I'd have to say it's Mike's character, I think. It's like
his development.
Yeah, because you think he's one thing, but he's a completely different person.
I see.
So Mike, like I said, has got different levels to him, which I didn't expect. I thought it was just literally a film about stripping. I thought that was it to it.
Yeah.
But thankfully, there was more to it than that. So yeah.
Has the film made you want to become a stripper?
No.
No. Simple no. Nothing to add to that. Just a no.
No, it's not for me. I don't think.
Okay. And final question: how do you rate the film from a DAFDI'S podcast hygiene level from 1 to 5?
DAFDI'S podcast officially gives Magic Mike a 3 out of 5.
A 3? Not bad. Not bad. Well, so we're probably going to do this next week as well, aren't we?
Oh, hell yeah.
So, fuck it, I'm announcing it now. David will be watching Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Ha ha ha, I got his back. I got you, lads. I got you. Harry Potter fans for life.
Okay. Next week, Dion will be talking and reviewing the film Green Lantern.
You fucking bastard. I swore an oath never to fucking watch that film.
You better break an oath, bitch.
I had a DVD off my mum for Christmas in 2012. And I thought it was going to be Avengers, eh? No, it was Green Lantern. Didn't open it. Might sound ungrateful, but if you watched the film, which I haven't, you'd understand. But yeah, it's still sealed, and I've gifted it to DJ like 2 years ago. And now I've got to watch it. Thanks, Dav, you fucking twat.
You're making me watch Harry Potter, okay?
It's going to be a common fucking theme, babes.
I'm not watching any of the other sequels, I'm telling you that now.
That's not how the game works.
I'm telling you, I am not watching any more Trotters.
So yeah, next week, tune in to listen to Dav's review of The Philosopher's Stone and my review of Green Lantern. So, Dav's review blew mine out of the water. Pays to be a media student, I guess, with all the essays they have to fucking write. I tried my best, but yes, I really enjoyed the Nun. Once again,
you made me invested in it. That helps. I'm kind of interested in it now.
Yeah, you really should watch it. I'm gonna go and watch Conjuring 2 after it because it's based on the Enfield haunting. do you have anything you'd like to say before we go to the dessert?
No, bro, let's go to the desserts. I'm peckish for whatever we're having.
Oh, go on then. I'll have some dessert.
Today's dessert is a chocolate fudge cake with added cream.
I love a bit of chocolate fudge.
So we've actually got some fan questions for the dessert to begin with. So you know, pour some of that cream over. Fucking smell that. It's fucking delish.
Wow, that's been in the microwave for 2 minutes. Go.
So the first question I have comes from a non-woo. Fucking who's a non-woo? I don't know. So his question is, ghosts, are they real or some hallucinations they put in drugs such as paracetamol?
Did he actually say that?
He asked me that. So, if you haven't caught on yet, we are slowly turning into that paranormal podcast that I mentioned last week. This is fucking hilarious, bro. But yes, ghosts are real and they're not hallucinations that were put into your paracetamol, okay? That's my answer anyway. What about you, Dav?
That's your answer? I thought that was the question.
No, I said ghosts are real.
Oh, okay. My answer is... Can it be it doesn't have to be definitive. I have no idea if they're real or not.
Oh, you said that, right? Yeah. But hallucinations in paracetamol, I don't know, bro. Caused by paracetamol, sorry.
Until I am proven wrong,
then
I'm on the fence.
So the next question, it's a very nice one. It's not gonna, cause any arguments or anything. Dava. What's that? Dava. Are you DC or Marvel?
This is like you said, it's going to cause some problems, I think.
This question has haunted me all fucking day.
Yeah, it's one of those I don't want to answer, but I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
So, ultimately, I'm going to have to say DC.
How why is
now,
that?
From I'll give you a reason for that.
Good.
It's because from a very young age, I've always watched Batman.
Mm-hmm.
I've grown up watching the films, and then eventually going to the animated series, and then to the comics, and then obviously to the video games and so on, of just Batman. I never was interested in any other superheroes in that universe until I found out, obviously, I knew about Superman and all that, obviously, but I just never took interest in their storylines. But now, after a couple of years of the films coming out and all that, I've kind of ventured into the other storylines, and I've basically DC. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Plus, Bat-Dav is a thing. Will be a thing. Just saying.
Yeah. True. Hashtag Bat-Dav.
Bat-Dav. Yeah.
And I also got a Batman tattoo. So
yes, he does. Says it all, really, doesn't it?
That doesn't say how what my loyalty is to the universe, then I don't know what is.
Very true. So, I've been wrestling with myself all day about this question. So my argument, okay?
Go for it.
Marvel has the best films, straight up.
Okay, have you not seen the Justice
Hold
League?
Hold on. And the Disney Plus shows, fucking incredible. But I'm not a fan of the comics. Some TV shows like Agents of Shield, I don't give a shit about.
Okay.
But DC, other than how they've slaughtered the TV shows recently, my god, I just fucking love Batman and Flash.
Yeah.
Like the Arkham games, oh fuck. And I even like the comics and the animated series, like you said. Holy fuck.
Bro, the comics, they just... I know I'm sounding like a fucking nerd and all that, but the comics storylines are just so good. Like the Dark Knight. Ugh.
Like I've consumed more Batman and Flash stuff than like any Marvel things.
Yeah, I think that's the same with me.
So that's why.
Like I don't have like you said, I don't have any problems with Marvel. I really enjoy the shows, the films that have been there.
WandaVision.
It's just like you said. It's like the comics, they just don't quite do it for me.
Yeah. So that's why my ultimate answer is DC. Plus, Wonder Woman 1 was good. Wonder Woman 1984 was dog shit. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the Justice League, Zack Snyder Justice League.
Very good. We don't talk about Justice League here. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm DC. And I'm so excited for the Batman film.
Oh, please, the Batman.
So now that we've stopped nerding out, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I've got one here.
Ooh.
from a Simon.
Ooh.
I won't say his last name.
Hello, Simon.
Don't want to dox him, but
we don't want to dox anybody here.
He has asked, how long do you think you could survive being in a horror franchise? And we can pick, so I'll pick that horror franchise for you.
Ooh.
If you were to wake up there tomorrow.
And do I pick for you?
Yeah, you can pick the horror franchise.
Very nice.
Okay. I'm going to pick Resident Evil franchise. Because, you know, there are films with... So I'm going to pick that.
For me, would I survive at the Resident Evil universe?
No, yeah. If
I was put into it,
how long do you think you could survive?
Okay, yeah, 3 days, I'd say. 3 days.
I'll give myself a decent 3
yeah,
days.
Like I've got to be realistic here. Like 3 days, because especially if Mr. X is coming after me, bro. Especially in the mods I've used on Resident Evil 2, yeah, Tom the Tank Engine and
him in the thong.
Yeah, him in the thong and Handsome Squidward. I just submit to him, you know. Just take me, just bash my face in.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Yeah, 3 days.
3 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my choice for you, Dad, is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. How long do you think you'd last in that house? In Bubba's house?
In Bubba's house? I don't know. I wouldn't even... 6 hours.
6 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you know, what can I say, really? You know, I shit myself hearing weird noises that are in the house in the middle of the night, let alone a madman who runs around with other people's faces.
I want to imitate the scream, but it'd be so fucking cringy.
And also the chainsaw. You know what I'd reckon would give me away?
You'd fart.
The trail of piss that I've fucking pissed myself, and it just follows, and it just makes a puddle around his foot. He goes, "What the fuck is this?"
Is he from the UK now?
Yeah, he's from Bradford. What the fuck is this, mate?
You best come back here with your fucking face, cunt.
What the fuck's on me boot? And then you'd hear me whimper that after hearing him talk. I'd be like, oh, fuck.
Come back here, I've got to go job centre.
Come on, lad. This chainsaw's not going to oil itself.
Oh, fucking hell. I need your blood.
No.
The engine needs your blood.
Literally, come on. Even you know, I think 6 hours is a decent amount. Like, come on. I'm not going to fucking be able to overthrow him or manage to survive, so
Mate, just use Dead Hard Air, you fucking simple
No,
as fuck.
oh yeah. If I've got DVD perks, then I'm fine.
Yeah. So, yeah, 6 hours, that's a very reasonable answer, I'd say.
Yeah, I think I'd say much longer in the Resi universe than
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw, definitely. Okay, so the last question I've got for you
Yes.
is: what's your guilty pleasure film, TV show, or video game?
Oh, that's a fucking good one. Could I pick one of each?
No,
No.
I'm gonna be a bit cruel with you there.
Guilty pleasure.
Phil, you could pick either Phil. You could pick any one of them, but like only one.
So, when you say guilty pleasure, can I also say favourite?
Well, yeah, that's it. It's
Because,
the one you revisit and it brings you joy.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World is one of the best films ever, and it's my guilty pleasure film. Where I feel down, I just watch that.
Okay.
Because I think we can all agree here, it's a fucking banger of a film.
Classic film.
Like,
When did they get another? That's the question.
no, it doesn't need another one, but like,
But
everything about that film was perfecto.
I thought you'd have said Assassin's Creed 2
No,
or Fable. Or
Assassin's Creed 2 is no longer my favourite video game of all time, but that will be a discussion for another episode. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
I don't want to keep going
This
on.
is this question. I was thinking about it earlier.
Yeah.
And it's a really hard one because I've made it for myself, so it's only one as well. Obviously, it's only fair. I keep thinking, they're all three type of formats that I really like to entertain myself with.
Indeed, yeah. It is a very, very hard question to answer because you'll answer and then you go, fuck! Should have said that. Damn you, cunt.
But I came down to the one which is film.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it has. Films have always been kind of close to my heart. It's the way I've been like. I don't know, the culture that I've been deeply embedded in.
Yeah.
Now the film I'm going to pick, because I am so deeply engrossed in it in my uni work right now, it has to be American Psycho.
I've only watched that one.
It's a guilty pleasure, I suppose, because fantastic casting.
Yes, I agree with that.
Fantastic narrative.
Yeah.
It has much more to it rather like I've always said to you this, haven't I, D? It's you've always got to think of a film in many ways. There's got to be the obvious things, which is the story, the casting, and all this and that. But you've also always got to remember why the film was made when it was, and the history and politics surrounding that film at the time. And so, this is me being my fucking university fucking nerd alert here. But I have to say, there was a lot going on at that time, and yeah, like I think it's just because I've put so much work into that film. I have to say it's a guilty pleasure by now.
No, that's a very good answer, actually. Like,
thank you.
You've convinced me to watch it again. Fair play.
Well, that's like the big thing, because I had to do lead a seminar for like a couple of people which were from around the world last week.
Yeah.
And like every one of them said after I'd given the seminar that they all wanted to revisit American Psycho.
Well, fucking hell, there we go, yeah. Let us know if Dav's convinced you to watch the film. Before we end the show and plug our stuff, do you have any closing thoughts? How you enjoyed today's episode? Anything you've learned from it? Anything you want the audience to know before we leave?
I have to say, I really enjoyed today's episode because I felt much more relaxed going into it, because from the first kind of pilot episode that we did, we were trying to figure ourselves out.
Yes, very much so.
Sorry to cut you.
No.
And I'm just saying, like, I know this is, again, going to be another learning curve for us. Like, I just find that, like, for me, it's like we're crawling through mud just to kind of get into clear grass, and we will finally become our own kind of thing.
As time goes on, you're gonna resent.
We'll find it easier. Like, we'll find it.
Listening to us chat shit. No, I'm joking.
No, it's like we'll both be better at presenting. Like each episode goes, we'll be better.
Yeah, I will keep providing poems every time I start the show. I promise you.
Yes. I really liked that segment, actually. Like,
Thank you.
That was a good, like, chuckle at the beginning. Like, I really didn't expect it. You with a poem, Baby D with a poem.
Yeah.
It was just so bizarre.
I'm glad, because I was thinking for the past 2 days chuckling to myself. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to say this. Like, yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. I'm using this platform to make myself to improve my confidence and my speech. And this is the last 2 episodes, or this episode and last week's episode, has really boosted that so far. So by episode 100, fucking hell, I'll be Mr. Who's a good interview? Mr. Chris Van Vliet. That's who I'll be.
Whoa, hold on. Let's just.
I'm
let's
hoping
just
so.
see
That's
first.
a goal. That's a goal. Okay.
We'd all like to be that man. Okay.
Yes. But yeah, this has been the DAFDI'S podcast, from a monastery to a strip club and every disco I've been in.
All right.
Thank you very much for watching. Please follow us on Instagram, Twitter,
Facebook.
like us on Facebook, yeah. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, where we'll be uploading the full episode and 2 clips from the episode, 2 highlights. And if there's any section in the episode that you want us to clip, please let us know in the YouTube comments, and we will give you that clip. I promise you. And obviously, leave us a review over on...
Or questions as well.
Yes.
If you have questions as well for the show.
So obviously, leave us a review, 5-star, if you enjoyed it. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, RSS Feed, Good Pods, and Overcast. And before we close, Dav, I just want to give a special shout out to the Drunken Sodcasts podcast with our good friend Jim Langford and his 3 other friends. Absolute blast. Yeah. They're also on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, and every other place we can get your podcast. Please go listen to them. It's a fantastic listen. Laughing my ass off all throughout all 8 episodes. Absolute class. But that's all I've got to say for this episode. I've been Baby D.
I've been Dav.
Fucking awkward pause again. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Peace out, and we'll hope to see you next week.
Yes, thank you.
Good night.
Yes.
Not good
Bye.
night. Bye.